Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. Welcome to another lecture in ray optics. Previous lectures we already finished about the plane mirrors is already over, and we already started about spherical mirrors, and in spherical mirrors how to draw ray diagrams and how to locate an image when the object is placed at different positions. So in lectures anni whoever wants to access my previous lectures in ray optics, for all their purpose I am going to provide the links in the description box, so please you can avail them. So today's topic is going to be very interesting. Convex concave mirrors lo problems cheyadaniki evaithe important formulae unnayo, those formulae we are going to derive and learn today, and we are going to do certain problems also. So welcome to my channel Physics Class by KRD ma'am. This is Rama Devi. Let's start our today's topic. What is today's topic? Yes, today's topic is mirror formula. Today's topic is mirror formula. It's a part of spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors lo problems cheyadaniki the most important formula. So we are going to derive this, a kutti derivation, small derivation we are going to do, and we are going to derive this mirror formula. For that purpose I am going to consider concave mirror. You can consider convex mirror also, but it is always convenient to select concave mirror because ray diagrams drawing will be more easier. So I am going to consider a concave mirror. Concave mirror ela draw cheyali, I hope you have remembered it. So next, principal axis, pole, center of curvature. In between center of curvature and pole comes the focus. Yes. Okay. To draw ray diagram, we always need one object. Without object, there is no image in the mirror. So we will consider an object. Aithe ikkada I am going to consider a point size object. I am going to consider a point size object which is located on the principal axis itself. Now, image ni locate cheyali ante we need minimum 2 incident rays, because I already told you in my previous lectures, to locate image we need to see 2 reflected light rays have to be intersecting. At the point of intersection of 2 reflected light rays, the image can be located. Rendu reflected light rays kavali ante 2 incident rays kavali. So for that purpose, I am going to consider 1 incident ray along the principal axis. Because of convenience sake, to make our derivation much more easier, I am going to consider 1 incident ray along the principal axis. Now, if the incident ray is along the principal axis, how would the reflected ray travel? If you observe, ఈ light ray ఎలా వెళ్తుందమ్మా? It is passing through center of curvature. According to our rule number 3, those who are missing this rule number 3, please go back to my previous lecture where I explained the rules to draw ray diagrams. Okay. According to our rule number 3, if the incident ray is passing through center of curvature, then the reflected ray retraces its path back. The reflected ray comes back along the same path. Center of curvature nunchi vellina light edaithe undo, it will come back along the same path. So this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. Most convenient part. That's why I selected this. Okay. Second incident ray at any point. At any point it is touching the mirror. So this is another incident ray. Now, how would this incident ray reflects? Whatever is the angle of incidence, same will be the angle of reflection. Aithe normal gurinchi oka point, chaala important point cheppanu. Center of curvature nunchi mirror meedaki geesina ఏ line అయినా కూడా it represents normal. Chaala important point. Any line which is drawn from the center of curvature becomes normal at that point. Any line which is drawn from the center of curvature becomes normal at that point. So now this line becomes normal. So whatever is the angle of incidence, if the angle of incidence is theta, with the same angle of reflection, the light ray travels back. So if this is theta, this is also theta. If I am drawing a little bit bigger one, then it would be more easier, convenient to understand for you. So I will draw a little bit bigger diagram. So this is incident ray. normal and reflected ray. So if this is angle theta, this also will be angle theta, because angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, and this line represents normal. Okay, now the understanding is over. Now did we get two reflected light rays? Yes, we got. This is first reflected ray, this is second reflected ray. So here is the point where the image is formed. Now to derive the derivation, we will make little adjustments in the diagram. I am going to name this point as some M, and we will be drawing a perpendicular onto the principal axis. From the point of incidence, draw a perpendicular line onto the principal axis, and let us name this point as N. So MN is the perpendicular drawn onto the principal axis. Next, we can see many angles over here. So this angle, first incident ray makes an angle alpha, this angle beta, and let this angle be gamma. Now, if you observe carefully, OMN is one right angle triangle, CMN another right angle triangle, and IMN another right angle triangle. There are three right angle triangles here. So whatever we want we can select, but I am going to use geometry here, maths geometry. So according to maths geometry, if I select beta, beta is the exterior angle to alpha and theta. Yes, so exterior angle is sum of the interior angles. So I can write beta is equal to alpha plus theta. Beta is the exterior angle to triangle OMC. For the triangle OMC, beta is the exterior angle. So beta is equal to alpha plus theta. Now next, if I consider gamma, gamma is the exterior angle to CMI. Triangle CMI, gamma is the exterior angle. So gamma is equal to sum of interior angles beta plus theta. Now from here I can take theta is equal to beta minus alpha. Yes, this theta I am going to substitute here. What you are thinking is correct. Beta plus theta place low, beta minus alpha. So what did we get? 2 beta minus alpha. Gamma is equal to 2 beta minus alpha. This is alpha. Okay, 2 beta minus alpha. Now gamma, 2 beta, alpha we got by applying the right angle triangle concept. From the right angle triangle concept, what is sine alpha, what is sine beta, what is sine gamma, we can happily substitute here. So while substituting, okay, what is gamma? Let us start with a triangle. Let us consider first triangle MIN. Let us consider the triangle MIN. First triangle MIN. From this, what is tan gamma? Tan gamma is equal to opposite side by adjacent side MN by IN. Tan gamma is equal to MN by IN. Yes, it is over. Next right angle triangle MCN. Triangle MCN. From this, tan beta is equal to MCN. Tan beta is equal to MN by CN. MN by CN. Okay. Next, what is the other right angle triangle? MOP. Triangle MOP. From this, tan alpha is equal to opposite side by adjacent side MN by ON. MN by ON. Now we have considered something called paraxial approximation. When the angle is very small, so according to paraxial approximation, when the angle is very small, when alpha, beta, gamma are very small angles, according to paraxial approximation, tan alpha is approximately equal to alpha, tan beta is approximately equal to beta, and tan gamma, yes, approximately equal to gamma. So can we substitute tan alpha, tan beta, tan gamma values here? Yes, we can substitute. Now what is gamma is equal to? Gamma is equal to mn by in. So I am writing it again here. Gamma is equal to 2 beta minus alpha. In place of gamma, mn by in. Mn by in is equal to 2 into, in place of beta, mn by cn. Mn by cn, yes, minus alpha, in place of alpha, mn by on. Now you can observe that I can take out mn common here, it gets cancelled on both sides. So 1 by in is equal to 2 by cn minus 1 by on. ఇప్పుడు in, cn, on, what are these? Yes, what is in? In, when n is very close to p, we can consider when n is very close to p, pole, then we can write 1 by ip is equal to 2 by cp minus 1 by op. Yes, n is very close to p, so in is also equals to ip. Cn is also equals to Cp. On is also equals to OP. Now, what is IP? IP, the distance between image and pole. The distance between image and pole, it can be symbolized with image distance. It can be symbolized with image distance. So here, 1 by, in place of IP, it is image distance. Next, 2 by, what is CP? Distance between center of curvature and pole. Distance between center of curvature and pole is nothing but radius of curvature, r, minus 1 by, what is OP? Distance between object and pole. Distance between object and pole is nothing but object distance. So what are V and R and U? U is the object distance. Object distance is always measured between pole and object. Distance between pole and object is called object distance. Distance between pole and image is called image distance. And we already know what is R, radius of curvature, and we also know that F is equal to R by 2. Then what is 2 by R? 2 by R is equal to 1 by F. Yes, substitute here. So we are almost reached to the definition. 1 by F minus 1 by U. Now just rearrange. So we get 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. That's it. This is called the famous mirror formula. This is the mirror formula, the most important mirror formula. 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. F, focal length, U, object distance, V, image distance. Please do not get confused. Kinematics is different. Kinematics lo U, V, initial velocity, final velocity అని చెప్పుకుంటాం. But this is ray optics. Ray optics lo U is object distance, V is image distance. So do not get confused. Quickly, I hope you are ready with your pen and paper. Pause the screen and take the notes. Yes, is it easy or not? Mirror formula anedi chala simple derivation, and even in CBSE and ICSE and in state, any board, this derivation is important to learn. So I hope I made it very clear to you, and shortcut also. So this is good to write in examinations. So what is U, V, clarity undi kadamma. U is object distance, V is image distance, F is focal length. Yes. Now before proceeding to furthermore, oka chinna topic నేర్చుకుందాం. అదేంటంటే Newton's formula. Something called Newton's formula. What is this Newton's formula? Normal ga when we write mirror formula, 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V, that F, U, V are measured from pole. Very important point. Focal length, object distance, image distance, usually they are measured from pole. But if the object distance, if the object distance and image distance are not measured from pole but measured from focus. Focus, principal focus, both have same meaning. So Newton entante, he thought differently. He considered that not measured from pole but measured from focus. The distance, object distance, image distance, focus, focal length, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఎక్కడి నుంచి మెజర్ చేశారమ్మా? ఫోకస్ నుంచి మెజర్ చేశారు. సో ఇఫ్ x1 is object distance, let us consider if x1 is object distance from focus and x2 is image distance from focus. So if x1, x2 are considered to be object distance and image distance from focus, so from focus when we are considering focal length, what it would be? Focal length, let us leave it as f only. So I can write here 1 by formula entamma 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. But ఈ ఫార్ములా ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయాలి? ఓన్లీ వెన్ లెంత్స్ ఆర్ మెజర్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ పోల్. But here lengths are measured from focus, so I have to write 1 by f plus x1 plus 1 by f plus x2 is equal to 1 by f. Now after rearranging the whole thing, the formula what we get is f square is equal to x1 x2 or f is equal to root over x1 x2. I am not deriving or I am not doing the calculation because not necessary for you. So direct formula you can remember. So condition enti, what is the condition? That is more important. In case of Newton's formula, the condition is all the distances are measured only from focus, not from pole. 1 by u, e formula, this formula, when you are writing this formula, the distances are measured from pole. When you are writing this formula, the distances are measured from focus. That's the only difference we need to know. So this is Newton's formula. Proceeding to the next one. But before proceeding to the next one, here I want to give you a shortcut method. ఒక చిన్న టేబుల్ డ్రా చేసుకుందాము సో దట్ యూ ఈజీలీ రిమెంబర్ ద థింగ్స్. సో వాట్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు డూ ఈజ్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ ద మిర్రర్ హియర్, concave mirror, and here convex mirror, and let us write all the distances what we have: object distance, image distance, focal length, and height of the object and height of the image we can write separately also. Whether it is concave mirror or convex mirror, object distance is always negative. Whether it is concave mirror or convex mirror, object distance is always negative because we place the object on the left side of the mirror. So our condition, because we take one certain condition, so according to that condition we follow this. And then when it comes to images are again two types. So we are considering two types of images. So if the image is real, this is over. What is this? Object distance. This is object distance. Now what is this? Image distance. Okay. So when we are measuring image distance, we have two types of images. One is real image, the other one is virtual image. And real images are formed only in concave mirror. Convex mirror always virtual. Convex mirror lo the image is always virtual. In case of concave mirror, only in one situation the image is virtual. So this we already discussed in our previous lecture. So real image aite, in case of real image distance is negative. In case of real image distance is negative. In case of virtual image, the image distance is considered to be positive. And in case of convex mirror, because it is always virtual, it is positive. Now this is over. Coming to focal length, what is f? F is focal length. focal length is always negative for concave mirror, positive for convex mirror. I hope you are able to follow ఈ పాజిటివ్లో నెగిటివ్లో ఏంట్రా అనుకుంటున్నారా? దీస్ ఆర్ ద సైన్ కన్వెన్షన్స్. హోప్ యూ రిమెంబర్ ప్రీవియస్ క్లాస్లో చెప్పాను. సైన్ కన్వెన్షన్స్ ఆర్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ వెన్ యూ ఆర్ రైటింగ్ ద ఫార్ములా, మిర్రర్ ఫార్ములా 1/u + 1/v = 1/f. ఈ ఫార్ములా యూజ్ చేసేటప్పుడు వీ నీడ్ టు అప్లై దీస్ సైన్ కన్వెన్షన్స్. వీ నీడ్ టు అప్లై దీస్ సైన్ కన్వెన్షన్స్ అండ్ డూ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్. So that is why these sign conventions are very, very, very important. So please note them down. And coming to height of the image and height of the object. What are HI, HO? What is HO? Height of object. And what is HI? Height of image. Height of image. So height of the object is always considered to be positive because we always put the object above the principal axis. That is fixed. Next, coming to image. Again, images are two types. One is real image and other one is virtual image. In case of real images are always inverted. Real images are always inverted. In case of real object, so we consider only real objects, so no conditions applied here. So real image are inverted, so it is negative. Height of the image in case of real image negative, and height of the image in case of virtual it is positive because virtual images are always erect. Please note this down, note this table down, because it is going to help you a lot while doing problems చేసేటప్పుడు. If you just go through this table, you can conveniently put the sign conventions without any mistake. It's my guarantee. Just by seeing this table, you will never go wrong while solving problems and applying sign convention. ఈ టేబుల్ ఇప్పుడు దేనికి గీసుకున్నాము? సైన్ కన్వెన్షన్స్ కోసం. Okay, next we will move on to something called magnification. What is this magnification? Yes, magnification is very much important because when the image is formed by concave and convex mirrors, we see that certain times, previous class, ఇప్పుడు మీరు previous class కనుక చూసుంటే, in my previous class we have drawn certain ray diagrams, and while drawing ray diagrams we observed that certain times the image is bigger than the object, certain times the image is smaller than the object. So there are chances that image అనేది ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కంటే పెద్దగా ఉండొచ్చు, చిన్నగా ఉండొచ్చు, సేమ్ సైజ్ కూడా ఉండొచ్చు. సో వీ కెన్ కంపేర్. అది పెద్దగా ఉంది అని ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది? వీ కంపేర్ ది సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఇమేజ్ విత్ ద సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆబ్జెక్ట్. సో that is what we call as magnification. So what is magnification? అంటే the comparison or the relative size. You can say that the relative meaning comparison. Relative ante chuttalu kaadu, relative meaning comparison. The relative size of image to that of the size of the object. The size of the object. So this comparison is called magnification, and we represent the magnification symbol as small letter m. సో ఆబ్జెక్ట్ సైజ్తో కంపేర్ చేస్తే ఇమేజ్ అనేది పెద్దగా ఉందా, చిన్నగా ఉందా, ఎంత పెద్దగా ఉంది, ఎంత చిన్నగా ఉంది, సేమ్ సైజులో ఉందా, ఈ కంపారిజన్స్ అన్నీ కూడా మనం కూల్గా చేయొచ్చు అనమాట. సో లెట్ us స్టార్ట్. ఇందులో కూడా మళ్ళీ టైప్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో లెట్ us స్టార్ట్ విత్ ద టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాగ్నిఫికేషన్. ద ఫస్ట్ టైప్ ఈజ్ lateral magnification. Lateral magnification is symbolized with small letter m. This is the magnification mostly we will be using. The most important categorization. ఇదే మనం ఎక్కువగా వాడతాము, మిగతా రెండు చాలా తక్కువగా వాడతాము unless they are mentioned in the question. క్వశ్చన్లో ఏమీ మెన్షన్ చేయలేదు, ప్రాబ్లం చేసేటప్పుడు ఏమీ మెన్షన్ చేయలేదు, మ్యాగ్నిఫికేషన్ అని మాత్రమే ఇస్తే దిస్ ఈజ్ వన్ వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గివెన్. ఇదే మనకి ప్రాబ్లంలో ఇస్తారు. వేరే గనక ఇస్తే నేమ్ విల్ బి మెన్షన్డ్. సో ప్లీజ్ రిమెంబర్ వైల్ సాల్వింగ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, If in the question it is given that magnification is 3, then you need to consider it as lateral magnification. Now what is this lateral magnification? Lateral meaning sidewise. So here if I consider a concave mirror, principal axis, somewhere here there is an object, this is the object, and due to the object, let us consider this is one incident ray, another incident ray. So the light ray is coming, somewhere here we can find the image, let us consider. So we can compare the size of the object with the size of the image in two terms. One is, if this is height of the object, this is height of the image, I can consider laterally, sidewise, how much it got increased, decreased. So m is equal to height of the image by height of the object. Comparison of size of the image and object is called lateral magnification, sidewise. How much it has got increased or decreased. So m is equal to hi by ho, height of the image to the height of the object. Now if we observe carefully, we can also compare in terms of size, the distance of the object and distance of the image. So there is one more formula for magnification, m is equal to minus v by u. What is this v? Image distance, u, object distance. Why did I put this negative sign? Sign conventions. According to sign conventions, we get this negative sign. So negative sign compulsory. In case of mirrors, for magnification, we will have a negative symbol when we write in terms of image distance and object distance, not here. So on comparison together, I can write m is equal to hi by ho is equal to minus v by u. This is the formula for magnification, and this is what we will be using the most. I have put 3 stars, so more important formula. So questions lo magnification and this is what we are referred to. The next type of magnification is, another type of magnification is, oh my straight lines, yes, another type of magnification is longitudinal or axial magnification. Axial magnification is represented with ml, longitudinal or axial magnification. So lengthwise magnification occurs. So axial meaning here the object is placed along the principal axis. I'll show you diagrammatically. For example, somewhere here this is the object. This is the object placed. From here the light rays will travel towards the mirror. Now the image will be formed somewhere here. Let us consider. The image is formed somewhere here. So this is the image. Now you can observe the difference between this object and this object. Here the object is lengthwise perpendicular to the principal axis. Here the object is along the length of the principal axis. So how to calculate such kind of arrangement magnification is? So here if I consider this distance to be u1 and from here to here pole is u2. Similarly, this is image, so from here to here v1 and from other edge of the mirror object image v2. So because it is lengthwise, it is elongating or diminishing. It is its size is increasing lengthwise. So here I can write the magnification as the change in image size by the change in object size. So how can I write? v2 minus v1 by u2 minus u1. I hope you got the logic. What is magnification? Magnification ante comparison of size of the image to the size of the object. So here size of the image is v2 minus v1 by size of the object is u2 minus u1. Yes, the logic oste chalu. If you can get the logic, the rest is maths, everything you can do on your own. So this, because it is very small change, chala chinna difference avadam vallana, I can write this as the change in image distance by the change in object distance. Yes, we can write. Okay. Now, we already know that this is the formula. You can leave like this or convert ml in terms of m. Longitudinal magnification ni lateral magnification terms lo convert cheddam. For that purpose, we know that 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. Mirror marananta varaku focal length maradu. Mirror marananta varaku focal length maradu. That means focal length remains constant until the mirror remains the same. So, if I differentiate on both sides, differentiating on both sides, what I get is the differentiation of 1 by u is minus 1 by u square dv by dt you can write, or dv you can leave like this, or 1 by v differentiation is minus 1 by v square du is equal to differentiation of a constant is always 0. Differentiation of a constant is always 0. Now take to the other side, 1 by u square minus 1 by u square dv is equal to 1 by v square du. What we want is dv by du. So dv by du is equal to minus it is dv by du is equal to minus u square. I have written the other way. So this is du, this is dv, sorry for the mistake, u, with respect to u you are differentiating, so u, with respect to v you are differentiating, so v. So let me write it again. So on rearranging, minus 1 by u square du is equal to 1 by v square dv, yes. Now we want dv by du, so dv by du is equal to minus v square by u square. What is v square by u square? M square. What is dv by du? ml. So ml is equal to m square. Relation between longitudinal magnification and lateral magnification. So these two are also formulae. This is also formula for longitudinal magnification, but this is more convenient to use. One more magnification is there. I am erasing this part. So one more magnification is aerial or superficial magnification. That means area wise. Aerial magnification ante aerial magnification is symbolized with letter MA, and what do we mean by saying aerial magnification is, here lengthwise magnification is occurred, now area wise magnification is occurring. So two-dimensional object we are using. So let us consider again a concave mirror. We have placed, let us imagine we have placed a two-dimensional object in front of the concave mirror whose side is A, length A and breadth B. Let us consider a rectangular one. Now after magnification, let us imagine its size increased to some, this part increased to m times of A and this part increased to m times of B. Length increased by m times. Similarly, if length increases by m times, obviously the breadth also increases by m times. So now if I write the magnification MA, how do we write the magnification? The change in area of the image by the change in area of the object. What is area? Area is MB into MA. So area is nothing but MB into MA, and area of the object is B into A. MB into MA by B into A. This is M square. AB gets cancelled. So we directly got a relation between aerial magnification and lateral magnification. Relation between longitudinal magnification, lateral magnification. Relation between aerial magnification and lateral magnification. So these are some important points. Among all these important points, first type of magnification is very important. So మీకు మ్యాగ్నిఫికేషన్ గురించి ఫుల్ నాలెడ్జ్ వచ్చేసింది. సో వీ కెన్ స్టార్ట్ సాల్వింగ్ ద న్యూమరికల్స్. అయితే అగైన్ ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ హియర్ వన్ షార్ట్ కట్ ట్రిక్, ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వింగ్ టెక్నిక్స్. ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేసేటప్పుడు హౌ టు అనలైజ్, ఫర్ దాట్ వన్ స్మాల్ ట్రిక్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు టెల్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాగ్నిఫికేషన్. మ్యాగ్నిఫికేషన్ ఇంకా చాలా ఈజీగా అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి ఒక మంచి ట్రిక్ చెప్తున్నాను చూడండి. ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వింగ్ టెక్నిక్ అనుకోవచ్చు. యూ కెన్ నేమ్ దిస్ యాజ్, టైటిల్ ఈజ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వింగ్ టెక్నిక్స్. Problem solving technique in case of magnification. If we have to understand magnification two ways, that is magnification less than 1, magnification is equal to 1, magnification greater than 1. Apart from this, magnification positive, magnification negative. Yes, don't think that magnification less than 1 is negative only. No. This is magnitude, this is sign convention. So magnitude wise, whenever magnification is less than 1, the image is diminished. The image is diminished image. The image is diminished. Whenever m is equal to 1, image size is always equals to object size. Image size is always equal to object size. M greater than 1, it is the magnified image. Magnified image. Similarly, if m is positive only in case of virtual image. If m is positive, we need to consider that the image is virtual. Whenever the image is virtual, it is erect. Next, when m is negative, it is a real image, and real images are always inverted. Real images are always inverted. Please remember these. I will tell you, definitely you will thank me for telling this, because ఇవే ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వింగ్ టెక్నిక్స్. ఐ గివ్ యూ a small example. ఒక చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను చూడండి. If m is equal to, you are given -2, m is equal to -2. Do not think that it is less than 1. No. Sign veru, number veru. Number is different, sign is different. First thing, ikkadenti m negative. First thing you need to see the sign. M negative, that means it is a real image. M negative, so it is a real image. Next, see the number 2. 2 is greater than 1, so it is magnified. It is magnified. Now, can you tell me, is this a concave mirror or convex mirror or plane mirror? Yes, it is concave mirror, because convex mirror lo real image form avvadu. Plane mirror lo real image form avvadu. So this is a concave mirror. Concave mirror is the only mirror which forms real image and virtual image. Convex mirror forms only virtual image. Now, what is the difference between virtual image of concave and convex? Concave lo virtual enlarged image form avutundi. Convex lo virtual diminished image form avutundi. So please remember. I hope you understood this trick. If I have given you m is equal to some 0.2. What do we mean by this? No sign indicates positive. Positive symbol indicates the image is virtual. Virtual images are always erect. Yes. Now see the value. It is less than 1, so it is diminished. Virtual diminished, so it is a convex mirror. Virtual diminished convex mirror. Virtual enlarged concave mirror. Please remember. So please remember and note down this technique. It will definitely help you in solving the problems. So ఒకటి రెండు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కూడా క్విక్గా చేసేద్దాము, so that you will feel more comfortable in solving the numericals. మిర్రర్స్లో, స్పెరికల్ మిర్రర్స్లో ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వచ్చాయి అంటే డెఫినెట్గా మిర్రర్ ఫార్ములా అండ్ మ్యాగ్నిఫికేషన్ మీద మాత్రమే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఎక్కువగా వస్తాయి. సో లెట్ us స్టార్ట్ ద ఫస్ట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్. ఎ పాయింట్ సోర్స్ ఆఫ్ లైట్ a point source of light is located 20 centimeter in front of a convex mirror of f is equal to 15 centimeter. Determine the position and the nature of the image. Determine the position and the nature of the image. So now we need to make an Aadhaar card for our image. So let us see the solution part. What is given? A point source. Here point source acts like an object. This point source is nothing but this is our object. A point source light is located 20 centimeter in front of a convex mirror. Mirror mundu undedi object. Object ఎంత distance లో ఉంది 20 centimeter. So here 20 centimeter is nothing but our object distance is equal to 20 centimeters. Now comes the most important step. Question లో sign ఇవ్వరు. Sign conventions are never given in the question. When you are writing in your answer, you have to give the sign convention. So what did I say previously? All object distance, whether it is convex mirror or concave mirror, object distance is always negative. Object distance is always negative. Next, what else is given? Focal length 15 centimeters. In case of convex mirror, focal length is positive. So positive. Now what we need to find out? First we will find out position of the image. What do we mean by position of image? Position of image meaning image distance we need to find out. చేసేస్తారా? స్క్రీన్ని పాజ్ చేసి నాకంటే స్పీడ్గా చేసేయండి. సో ఫార్ములా 1/v plus 1/u is equal to 1/f. Now substitute the values along the sign convention. 1/v plus of minus, so minus 1/20 is equal to 1/15. 1/v is equal to 1/15 plus 1/20. Now v is equal to, I'm going to write it as 15 into 20 by 15 plus 20. So 15 into 20 by 15 plus 20 is 35. So 3 times 5, 7 times 5, 3 times. So what we get is b is equal to 3 2s are 60 by 7 centimeters. Because this is in centimeters, this also we get as centimeters. If you want, you can convert this into decimal form also. So let me leave like this or convert into decimal form, there is no problem. Sorry, position over. Next, what is nature of the image? Nature of the image meaning, is it real or virtual? Is it diminished or enlarged? Ivanni teliyalante we need to find the magnification. To find nature of the image, we need to find the magnification. Magnification formula, one formula is hi by ho, but height of the object and image are not given, so we need to select the formula minus v by u. We always select the formula basing on the given information. Now what is v? V we got as positive, so minus symbol remains the same. V is 60 by 7 by what is u? Minus 20. So minus minus gets cancelled, minus ne minus ko maar diya. 60 by 7 into 1 by 20. 0 0 2 3 times. So answer 3 by 7. 3 by 7 is greater than 1 or less than 1? Yes, obviously it is less than 1. So here we got m less than 1 and also m is positive. Positive or not? Yes, m is positive. M is positive less than 1. So how can we say image is less than 1? So diminished. First of all, image is diminished. Next, positive indicates it is a virtual and erect image. It is a virtual and erect image. It is a virtual and erect image. So that is why I have given you the shortcut table so that analysis will become more easier for you. Please quickly note this down. And I hope you remember convex mirror low, position of the image is always behind the mirror. In case of convex mirror, the image is always formed behind the mirror. So that is the position. Now let us solve one more problem. Is it easy or not? Problems are very easy in case of spherical mirrors because we know the problem solving techniques. Yes. Let us write one more problem. Next, an object is placed at a distance of 15 centimeters from a concave mirror. Now this time it is a concave mirror. Describe now of focal length 10 centimeters. Again the question is find the position and the nature of the image. Find the position and the nature of the image. Let us solve the problem. Yes. What mirror is given first thing? Concave mirror. In case of concave mirror, focal length is negative. Yes. So focal length f is equal to, it is given 10 centimeters. So immediately we need to put a negative sign. In question, never sign conventions will be given. మనమే ప్రాబ్లంలో రాసుకునేటప్పుడు సైన్ కన్వెన్షన్ని అప్లై చేయాలి. In case of concave mirror, focal length is always negative, so I have put negative sign. Next, object is placed at a distance of 15 centimeters, meaning object distance is equal to 15 centimeters, and yes, object distance is always negative. Whether it is concave or convex, object distance is always negative. Yes. What we need to find out first? Position of the image. So V is equal to question mark. Quickly substitute, pause the screen and solve before I do. Yes. 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. 1 by V we need to find out. Minus 1 by 15 is equal to minus 1 by 10. Yes. So 1 by V is equal to 1 by 15 minus 1 by 10. So V is equal to 15 into 10 by 10 minus 15. Be very careful. 10 minus 15. 10 LCM kada. So 10 minus 15. So V is equal to 15 into 10 by minus 5. 10 minus 15 is minus 5. 5 1 times, 5 3 times. So V is equal to minus 30 centimeters. What did we get? V minus 30 centimeters. Minus 30 meaning the image is real. So it will be formed in front of the mirror. Behind the mirror, V positive. In front of the mirror, V negative. Yes. So we can conclude that the image forms in front of the mirror. In front of mirror. ఎలా చెప్పగలరు మేడం? ఎలా చెప్పగలను అంటే బై సీయింగ్ ద సైన్ కన్వెన్షన్. ఇఫ్ ద సైన్ ఈజ్ నెగటివ్, ఇమేజ్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ఫ్రంట్ ఆఫ్ ది మిర్రర్. ఇఫ్ ద సైన్ ఈజ్ పాజిటివ్, ఇమేజ్ ఈజ్ బిహైండ్ ద మిర్రర్. ఎస్. నెక్స్ట్ లెట్ us find the magnification because we need to find the nature of the image. Magnification formula, I have to select HI by HO. No, height of the image object are not given. So I have to select minus V by U. So minus, what is V? Minus 30 by, what is U? Minus 15. Minus ने minus को मार दिया. So minus 15 1 times, 15 2 times, answer is minus 2. M is equal to minus 2 indicates M is greater than 1 and M is negative. M is greater than 1 and M is negative. M is greater than 1, M is negative indicates that the image is real. Real images are always inverted. Yes, and what does this indicates? The image is magnified and it is 2 times bigger than object. Yes, it is 2 times bigger than object. M is equal to 2 meaning what? It is 2 times bigger than the object. That means it is an enlarged image.